All right, guys, Lao Tzu's Ching, number 50, chapter 50. People born into life enter death, constant companion in life and in death. This body is the kill site animating their lives. And isn't that because they still think life is the fullness of life? I've heard those who encompass the whole of life could walk on and on without meeting rhinoceros or tiger, could charge into armies without feeling shield or sword. A rhinoceros would find nowhere to gore them, a tiger nowhere to claw them, a sword nowhere to slice them. And isn't that because for them there's no kill site? Kill-site. A place where one or more animals were killed and butchered by hunters. People born into life enter death, constant companion in life and in death. This body is the kill site animating their lives. And isn't that because they think life is the fullness of life? I think he's saying like they think life is just that's it. I've heard those who encompass the whole of life could walk on and on without meeting rhinoceros or tiger, could charge into armies without feeling shield or sword. A rhinoceros would find nowhere to gore them, a tiger nowhere to claw them, a sword nowhere to slice them. And is it because that for them there's no kill site? It's almost like courageousness. Also, they're such good people. I think they're formidable still. I think they're not necessarily harmless. I think they're trained, and I think they're trained mentally and physically. But again, like 49 said, the nobility of integrity, the sincerity of integrity. Doesn't matter who you are, they still treat you the same. And I think that's kind of what's being represented in number 50 right here. For that person, there is no kill site there. They don't cling to this life, and in the way they live. It's kind of the story of that Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching is like the way, letting go, and not trying to strive. But not striving, I think we'd be homeless, wouldn't we? I think we'll all be fucked. Maybe we wouldn't. Maybe if we all just stopped. I think the government would have to form society after us, but so many people are cling to what they have, or they possess so much, or they've been holding on so much that their family, whatever their family worked and obtained before they were even born, is theirs. A lot of times we don't want to let go, that which was given to us. We don't want to let go. I don't know. I was thinking about my coworker. I was gifted something at work that I use at work, and I let him borrow it, and he never gave it back to me. He claims he doesn't remember giving it back, and like after a while, I'm like, dude, like you give something. He's like young, and like he acts like he doesn't really care. Like he just doesn't care. Like if people don't have to work for something, like my coworker gave me that. My coworker's been working on my job for many years, and he gave me that probably because he knows I work. He wouldn't give it to me if I didn't work, right? Like part of being working is like being around him because he's working, so I'm around him. I'm working too, and so it's kind of like okay, so your idea like kind of like a socialist one, like okay, people don't work for this stuff, or like I even asked him for. He's like, oh, whoa, like you bought it, like who gave it to you? Like that doesn't matter. Like it was mine. I let you buy it and you give it to me, even if you don't fully remember not giving it to me. Why don't you take my word for it and just be like, you know what? I got a job. I'm just buy you one, bro. Just that's how you do it, bro. I mean, if I keep doing it to you, then you see a pattern. I go, this guy's just trying to hustle me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of how you build trust with people. Okay, so it's probably pretty legit that it was just he's questioning me. He's like show like his youngness, right? His lack of wisdom, and like it was just kind of like it was irritating. I felt like I was being like that's what I was thinking about right now. I felt like I was being taken advantage of, or like he just like even at work he'll call me because he doesn't help out in my section. Like, why don't you just help out in my section, bud? Like if you're I think because there's this pretty girl at work and like I don't like her. I mean, I don't know. I would like to date her. I would like to date her, go dancing with her, maybe physical with her, be a friend with her, have her like me as a person, and me get to know her. But he was talking to her, and like I looked and I seen him, but I was like, you don't care about that, James. Like you're good. Like that's cool. Like I encourage him. That's dope. And but then like he so happened to call me, and I don't know if he was in front of her. I think he was trying to like show like I don't know, kind of just it was I don't know if he was I was getting ahead of myself, but then I was like, you know what? If he's gonna do that and not help me out, like I'm gonna tell him, dude. I told him like, hey, is my thing that I lent you on its way? Like he could just buy one off of Amazon. And I was like, is it on its way? And he's like, what do you mean? Like, dude, like you're not gonna buy me one, bro? He's like, what? Like you bought it? Like if it wasn't mine, bro? I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, it's mine, dude. It doesn't matter. That's not the point. And so I was thinking about that, and I'm like, does it matter? But I don't know. I still feel like just know how people are. Don't lend them anything. Just know how they are and know that they have to learn. And maybe in the game of life, of this life we live in the competition, just know where they're vulnerable and know kind of like how they get down and like just don't mess with them anymore. All right, I just won't mess with you anymore. We respect each other. Call me. You don't want to help me. I won't help you either. And that's it. I just felt like because he was talking to that girl, that like maybe he was trying to like he seen me see them talk. They both looked at me, and her and I've been talking, so I think she was maybe thinking like I would have thought something. But dude, that's dope. They're both probably more the same age, and like I'll be happy for them. It's not even that serious to even be talking about it. It was just a point of what I was thinking right now. Like I've been kind of acting like I don't mess with them anymore. It's because I feel like kind of disrespectful, Like I lent you the thing and you just couldn't buy it. Like come on, man. Like it just like shows someone's nature of like they don't think people work for their things or they could just be giving it to them in a sense. Because we even kind of talked about like the superstar athlete in America whose like son is playing on the team with him, and we had talked like, do you? He thought like the son deserved it. Like, oh, the son deserves it. Like, like he's good. He's not good at all. Not at that level. He's only it's nepotism, and so it just kind of shows somebody's how they think, right? Like that's not the way this world should work. You should deserve it. You should, and like that superstar athlete, his son is actually on the bench and he's hurt. He's not even playing, so he's getting that salary when there's some other person who's self-made, who's trying to get that position and worked really hard, and now he's on the bench. Not that that should stop that person, right? That doesn't mean it's going to stop that person, but they just have to work extra harder to make it, and maybe that's going to make them better. But again, that could offend somebody else. Like this guy's a billionaire athlete in America, and his son is. I don't know. Just learn from what I'm saying, and don't be that person. If you lose somebody's stuff, and even if you don't remember giving it back to them, if that person tells you, "Dude, you didn't give it back to me," or she tells you that, trust their word the first time and just replace it. You don't ask questions like, "Oh, did you pay for it? Or it wasn't yours?" Or like what? Just and even if you do say that, kind of seeing how silly that sounds. I might have done that before in my past. I'm not perfect. And just dude, if it's so cheap, just fucking get them one, dude. Just say, you know what, dude, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the right thing to do. And peace. And I should just get over it, right?